Hello, brick sculptors. Welcome to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris, and it is my favorite day of the week. That's right, it is new Lego day. And I have another order here. Not a huge order, but an important one nonetheless, because I am in crunch time trying to get this brewery finished. I got a week and a half, and I'm going to need every minute of it, to be honest with you. But the biggest holdup on the build is I'm waiting on two orders. Well, one of them just arrived, so most of the stuff is for that mock. I have another one that is estimated to come tomorrow. We'll see. And then those two should get most of the brewery done. I'm totally trying to scrap this thing together, though, so I might be pulling some stuff out of my city to get pieces. We'll see how far we get. But anyway, let's dive in here. I'm not going to show you the mock today. I'll wait for that second order, and then I'll show you the mock, and maybe I'll plug some things in. I can make a whole video out of that. New Lego Day and mock update all in one, brought to you by Brick Sculpt. Here we go. Let's dive in. This order came super quick because it's one of my favorite stores. Samuel's Bricks, always fast, always amazing. Great selection, great prices. Can't say enough good things about Samuel's Bricks. Check them out on Brick Owl. I believe they're on Bricklink too, but I pretty much just use Brick Owl. But yeah, Samuel's Bricks is totally awesome. The other order is taking a long time, but it is estimated for tomorrow. I ordered it like 2 weeks ago, though. Anyway, let's dive in. That's enough chatter from me. I haven't opened this yet. I did peel the label off, but just so nobody comes and visits me. Just kidding. You can come visit. But I did peel the label off, and yeah, not the biggest order, but we do have some necessary parts in here nonetheless. This is probably the most important, well, one of the most important, dark gray tiles. I got 2x4s here for the parking lot, and then 2x2s to go in combination with those. That, I think, will finish off the parking lot of the mock. You know, this is such a small order. Maybe I will plug these in. This is totally impromptu, but maybe I will plug some in. You know, it's not a lot of stuff here. This is 2x4 dark tan tiles. That is going to be essential to helping to finish out the patio section. I've also got some 1x2 dark tan tiles here. This is 2x2 tan tiles. I know none of this is crazy exciting, so we'll spice this video up a little bit by showing you the mock itself, I guess. Why not? 2x2 tiles in tan. Those are for the sidewalk. The sidewalk is a different type of pavement than the patio itself. These are 2x2 jumpers in dark tan. These are very important, and I'm very glad they're here. Black chairs. Those are going to be for the patio. I hope I have enough here. How many did I get? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That should do it. It's going to get pretty crowded if I do much more than that, but I was completely wiped out of black chairs, so I got a bunch of fresh new ones there. This is going to be quite important because one of the parts I'm really stressing out about on this mock is the roof. I need a lot of dark gray plate, and that is probably the section I will most likely have to pull stuff from my Lego City. Of course, I will replace it. I'm going to do a sort and chat here in the next couple days, and I'll talk more about that. Kind of the long-term plans for the mock. I'm not going to dive into that today, so stay tuned for that sort and chat if you want the behind-the-scenes deep dive, of course. So we got some larger gray plates. That should make up a decent chunk of the roof. It's definitely not going to do all of it, but a decent chunk of it. Large plates like that do add up. They get expensive. I got some reddish-brown plates. This was intended to fill out the flower beds, although I did already scrap together some stuff, so I don't need that. Most of this is just going to go to filling my pathetic reddish-brown bin. Look at how wiped out that thing is. Not good. So that's going to have to get refilled. Probably won't get refilled by this, a little bit, but that's going to have to be for future orders as well. And I bought these because they had them. I'm starting to see warm tan more, and I don't know if they're just incorporating more sets. Prices are getting a little better. Not a color I really use, but a color I'm very intrigued by, and I would like to use. So as I see that, I'm going to start buying it a little bit here and there. I do have a small section of warm tan in here with my, what is this? Dark nougat. So we can add these to the mix here. These are just some 1x2 tiles. Nothing crazy exciting, but a new color. Not totally new. I have a few. Very little, though. But new color is always exciting. So that is the only thing that really was not intended for this mock. The rest of this is. We are all business right now because I need to get this thing rolling. So first things first, let's get this stuff binned up so I can roll this massive mock in here and talk about it a little bit. Let's see here. I always keep lots of bins handy for just such an occasion. This brown stuff I'm going to put to the side because, like I said, I already filled that section out. I don't think I'll need it. All right. Binned up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and see. I didn't plan for this to just slide right in here, so we'll see how it goes. Gotta move some stuff around here. Okay. Well, that fits in frame pretty terribly. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. All right, that should be good enough to show off a little bit. I don't want to zoom out too far. You won't be able to see the details. But let's go ahead and plug some stuff in because we got new Legos. Okay, let's get the sidewalk done because this is pretty straightforward here. We're just plugging in these 2x2 tan tiles all the way down here. I think it comes out as a nice round number. I hope so, because I just plugged two in already at the end. Nice. Every little bit of this is like a sigh of relief. I am really crunching here, and I've definitely, I won't say lost a lot of sleep, but I've lost a little sleep over this. One way or another, I'm going to make it work. It's just a matter of the amount of stress that it takes for me to make it work. All right, so this sidewalk is done. I need a couple of 1x2s here. I'll have to find those somewhere. And now let's do some of this. So this is all roof stuff. Now, I've been saving up gray plates right here. So I'm going to add those to this collection, and I do have more in the another order that is allegedly coming soon, and I do have some larger pieces around, so hopefully that roof will come together. I am waiting on these more masonry bricks, the 4 long ones, because they're more structural. I got a bunch of those coming, and I am waiting on the dark green masonry for the fence back here. Those are kind of expensive and kind of hard to find, but I have 200 of those coming. And now let's do some parking lot work here. The pattern I use for this, I don't like everything nice and lined up, so I like to stagger the lines in the parking lot here. So these are my 2x4s, and then I'm going to fill in around it with 2x2s. Let's see if we can get this thing completely done. That would be, again, another small sigh of relief. The materials is like the biggest stressor. And then my other big stressor that's just lingering in the back of my head is when I am in total crunch time, like down to the wire, trying to get this thing finished, is there going to be something that comes up that I just don't have? And it'll be too late to order and get it in time, and that's when it's going to be, okay, what do I have to take apart? And I'm willing to do it. You know, there's nothing in my Lego world is super permanent, because the fun thing about building your own mocks is you can always rebuild them, especially if you have them on video, so you know how they go, or you just take good pictures before you take it apart. So I'm not super worried about that. It's more just a time thing if you start taking stuff apart, because you got to put it back together. Well, you don't have to, but if you want to, you have to. Look at that. The parking lot is almost done. It is done. Brilliant. That is a big sigh of relief there. I'm not going to do anything with the chairs yet because I got to design the whole patio first. I got to figure out the layout I want to do. So those are just going to hang tight. I do have some nice extra tile here, which is always appreciated. As I build more and more detailed mocks, and hopefully I'm improving on this stuff, I find that I use a lot of plate and tile, and I'm using less and less bricks and chunkier items. I think that's pretty typical for mock builders to start getting more and more detailed by using smaller and smaller pieces. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Over here we have our trees that are kind of hiding the backside here, so I'm actually going to pull these out. I've done some nice plant work on here. Just off of pictures. Again, I'll do another video on this. I'll do an update soon. But this is the patio. And I'm not going to stick these right now because I need to figure out a pattern I want to do here. The real patio has kind of a mixture of large and small squares, rectangles, things like that. And I want to mimic that, but I also need to figure out where the furniture is going to go. So I don't want to lay a bunch of tile, just have to pull it up to put studs down. So this is going to be a bit of a project, more than I want to do on camera, but you get the gist of it here. This is going to help fill out that. And then the entire base is going to look pretty close to done. One of the other big stressors for me, these 6 poles hold like these sun sails. And one of the things when I met with the gentleman from Riverlands asked me how I'm going to do the sun sails, and honestly I told him I'm not totally sure. Either fabric or paper. They will not be Lego. There's just not a good way to do that in Lego, especially in the time frame I have. So I might end up buying some fabric and making them, or just some colored paper. I'm not totally sure. That's another part I really need to figure out, and need to figure out soon. So anyway, new Lego day. Lots of great stuff. This mock is coming along. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Do us to answer them. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. Any more just like this in the future. That's life for this time, and we will see you next time.